right, you guys, welcome back to Lovely Conversations, YouTube and podcast. I am Alexandria Lee, your wonderful host, beautiful host, queen of a host, and sitting next to me is my amazing husband, the extraordinary Vaughn, man of mine. Go ahead and introduce yourself, baby.
Christopher Lee.
And he and I will be covering today Millennial Love. So we're going to jump right into that. But before we do, we're going to give you the song for today, for this video. I'm going to let Chris give y'all this song.
The song is by Tupac called Unconditional Love.
Why?
Because it's in the title, Unconditional Love.
Okay.
With everything that that's going on in this world, it's good to know that you can always come home to somebody that's going to love you unconditionally, whether it be your wife, your mother, your brother, your sister, anybody. It's always good to have unconditional love. And the song talks about how even the drug dealers and people that's fearing for their life, they have somewhere to come home to and still get unconditional love. And in these trying times and things that's going on, it's just good to know that you have somebody that's going to always love you.
Okay. As you see, Chris has featured you guys a different Tupac shirt. Excuse me.
One for every day of the week.
He has shirts for every day of the week, and he has been adamant that
I'm going to recycle them. I'll probably stop wearing them eventually, but I'm going to wear all of them for the time being.
What can I do? But let him be him.
I'll see the shirt. It's all the titles of his popular songs, which make up his face. See?
I designed this shirt for him, by the way, you guys, because I'm creative.
Now you want to take credit.
I did.
You just rolled your eyes talking about you wearing a Tupac shirt.
I would like for him to wear other things, but his thing is Tupac shirts and boots. And surprisingly, he doesn't have boots on today.
I don't.
But
I will be wearing a Tupac shirt.
Yes, so you guys, if you know, drop some.
At least for the next seven episodes. So I'll have one in the last episode. I'm going to have one in the next ones on up until I run out of Tupac shirts.
And you guys.
And then I got Tupac memorabilia too. So yeah. So I can't use that stuff.
No.
Okay. Shirts. It's happening though.
All right, you guys. So welcome to Lovely Conversations. Thank you for joining us again. Sorry, we get a little sidetracked. He's very passionate about his Tupac, but I hope you guys enjoy the shirts. If y'all know some links to some good, cool Tupac shirts, drop them. We definitely would love to purchase them. If you yourself make shirts and do dope Tupac shirts, drop your business. We'll definitely purchase and support. My honey loves Tupac, so we're here for it. With that being said, you
open
guys,
for sponsors.
That's true. If you want to sponsor us and you want to shout out your product or shout out anything that you are doing that is positive.
This one fits a little tight.
Because it's old.
So it works.
Washed it in water a few times.
It works.
Okay.
Give you that buff look.
Is that what it gives you? Let me see.
Y'all can't see it in the camera because it's too swole.
he said it's too swole. All right, you guys. So today I got my pad. I've been trying to look at it to the side and reach up and mess with it, but today I'm just gonna hold it because it's good information. I want to be able that I'm saying it to you and getting it over to you correctly. So as I said, we're going to jump into Millennial Love.
That's a good drink.
That's a good drink.
Yeah.
We're drinking, guys. We have our mugs again. We have our Lovely Conversation mugs, and I have a straw in mine as always. But as you see, we have our merch here, and mine is black and gold.
Mine is all black.
It's all black. And Chris is drinking whatever he's drinking, and I'm drinking whatever I'm drinking. All right, you guys. So, let's get into it. So, do you guys know the range that makes you qualify in age of being a millennial? I didn't. I knew I was a millennial, but I didn't know the age range. Chris didn't know the age range, so I did a little research. So as of 2019, because it seems to change every couple of years of how you fall into the bracket of being a millennial, is as of 2019, if you are 22 to 38, then you are in that bracket. So we definitely fall
within that bracket.
Yep. And so with me looking that up, you guys, I found out some more stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all about that too. So there are two types of millennials, okay? There is a me-lennial and there is a mega-lennial, okay? I'll tell you the difference in both of them. So a me-lennial feels behind in their career, their finances, and struggles with where they are in their life and fallout of them not being where they want to be in their life. They struggle with love, friendships, relationships, any type of personal relationships, self-love, self-happiness, etc. So they fall completely into the stigmatism of what the world considers a millennial. Overall, millennial is the young group, the generation that's...
Now, when you say millennials, you're talking about millennials, right?
Yes, the millennials.
Would that be the ones that feel like the world owes them something?
Yes. So these are the ones that are stuck in that stereotype that is attached to the actual millennials overall.
Me.
That. So, we're not trying to comfort nobody. I'm just sharing to you guys what I looked up and what I saw.
But it's me. It's all about me.
And I just wanted to run it to y'all. Okay? So, we going somewhere with this, okay? We're going somewhere with this because we're going to pick up we're going somewhere with this. And then...
Like you said, you got to pick up what you want and put it down if you don't need it.
That's right. As we told y'all in our intro video, if it's for you, pick it up, apply it. If it's not for you, put it down, share it, give it to somebody else, let them pick it up, okay? With that being said, you guys, the other is mega millennials, okay? This group of millennials are more ahead, don't identify with the negative stereotypes associated with our generation. We're winning in love, personal relationships, and career. We are fully aware of self-love, care, and happiness, and we are doing positive things within our life, okay? So I asked Babe, I said, where do we fall in this? We not millennials. We would like to think we're in the mega millennials, but I'm like, can you have a mid-millennial?
Yes, you can have a mid.
Like a mid-millennial?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
People that's on the cusp of getting to their goals.
Yeah.
And still working.
Yeah.
A 9 to 5. So
yeah. Like they're doing everything to move forward. You know, maybe it was a little bit of a struggle for them. They've had some things that set them back, but they moving forward. They're making strives for the betterment of their lives, and their finances are coming in order. You know, careers coming together.
Yeah.
Love is becoming healthy and not, unhealthy. I think that there should be a level in there for the millennials that are in between, because some of us are in between. That's just what life is. Sometimes we not there. Sometimes we're in between, and sometimes we're there. And even when we're there, we can still be in between sometimes. So I would like to think that, there should be a mid-millennial.
All right.
So that's that. However, what we want to pick up from this research that I did is the way millennials love, okay? And we're going to just share with you as millennials how we love and how we handle each other's nuances, and the reason we have the slogan attached to us and how we do love, and just kind of get into it and just kind of tell you or share with you our advice on millennial love, okay?
Okay.
So, again, babe, I feel like we might fall like 30% in mid-millennial and 70% in mega-millennial. What you think?
I feel like I'm a 50% in both, to be honest.
So you feel like you in that breaking point, that turning point of prioritizing and seeing, success the way you want to see success?
Yes, slowly but surely.
I'll take that. So you guys, tell us where you are. Tell us where, for those who are millennials that fall in between, what was that, 22 to 38, where do you see yourself? Do you think you are a me-millennial? Hopefully we ain't got too many people that, you know, feel that they're
It's all about me.
Hopefully we have some millennials. I feel like we got a bunch of
me
winners and
wrong.
bosses, you know, in our generation. And if you feel like you're in that mid, you know, let's talk about it. Tell us where you feel like you are. So with that being said, one of the things that they said millennials are not good at is loving. For multiple reasons. Because we're selfish, supposedly, and we like to party, and just have situationships, and, you know, do love as we want to do love, but not truly be in what love is, and put the work into love. And so we just want to, like, X all of that because it's not true.
Pump
like
the brakes on that right
pump
there.
the brakes on it because we are millennials and we are doing love, right? And we are owning. Yeah, we're married. Okay. And we're owning the way we do love. One of the things we often will say is that we do love our way. But that was major for us because, you know, as we shared in our intro video, we grew up in single mother households.
Exactly.
And so growing up in single mother households, we saw single mothers do their thing. So we didn't see black marriage. And so once we got together, the struggles we saw in our relationship was because we personally feel we didn't see the positive of love around us, marriage around us. And so we had to struggle through that, have those hiccups in our relationships to learn how to communicate.
And no father figures.
Yeah, that was there too. We both got in contact and built relationships with our fathers once we were adults. So just to have that structure of what, you know, we want to produce to our children as far as a family unit and love to show them that could be healthy and not make them fall into any stereotypes, you know, wasn't ideally there for us. Now, not saying we didn't see love around us, not saying our mothers didn't give us perfect love, not saying none of those things, but, you know, you want to see love and marriage because it can help you do love and marriage better than not seeing it. You know, so luckily for us, because we did have a foundation of love from our childhoods and bringing up, love was there. And because we had the friendship foundation, friendship was there. But it was bumpy, you know,
Yes,
and
was.
having to learn how to love each other, how to communicate, how to forgive, how to know that everything is not an argument, you know, it's a communication, it's a conversation. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because if you can get to that point to where it's not an argument, you're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Everything will run a lot smoother.
Solutions happen very quickly. You know, you get to a point to where you're like, oh, we talked about that, we got through that, boom, you know.
I didn't know you was feeling that way, then that means you didn't know I was feeling a certain way.
Right.
And you'll never know how that person is feeling if you don't ever talk about it.
Right. So we were immediately taken back with the fact that we didn't know what we was doing. We didn't know what we was doing with love, and we made it our personal goal to do love our way, to learn each other's love languages, and to put effort into what love was for us and break all the stereotypes, the generational curses, you know, it ain't gonna work, it's hard to be friends and go into a relationship. We were determined and have been determined to say, no, that's not true. And so far, so good. And I think that, you know, we are already 2 years in as far as marriage, over a decade of friendship, and we got forever to go, right? And every day we make steps to still break the negativity. No, the negative energy that's surrounded around being a millennial.
Oh, it sounded like you was going to say something else.
Yeah, I was, but I was trying to sum my words up and get my thoughts together. But yes, so we work hard to do that, and we want to encourage you guys to do the same. So with that being said, we're going to tell you how we love and deal with each other. Okay? So I love him. He loves me, but, you know, it's not easy. And why are you doing that?
No reason.
What you trying to say to the people?
That I love you truly and dearly.
Uh-huh.
That's what I...
Okay, well, go ahead. Tell them.
I love you. I mean...
Right. So, with the way we do love you guys, we just work very hard with overall communicating. We work very hard with trying to listen and not just communicate, listen. We have become very creative in how we communicate with each other. You know, sometimes when things are to a point to where we can't talk about it, maybe we'll table it and give each other time to come back and discuss it. You know, sometimes we will go as far as writing each other letters to allow us to have that communication. Sometimes we will put it in a message and send it to each other.
Text messages.
Or, you'll be surprised. There might be a song that can sum up how you feeling, and you might can send that song and say, this is how I'm feeling, whatever.
As long as it ain't 0, I hate you.
Period. Like, ever. Don't send that to your loved one.
That's an automatic. You know what? I don't think I want this.
Or any K. Michelle, as Chris would say, any K. Michelle, don't send him.
Look, any woman that just talks about how abused and how bad that they was.
That's her story.
I understand that's her story.
And it helps women.
Okay.
Don't start.
I'm not. Oh, I ain't going. Go on, do what you want to talk about. What you want to talk about?
Whatever. So, anywho, you guys, you have to be mindful on how you do your love and how you love the person that you are in a committed relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
So that requires you to be creative. That requires you to be selfless. And that requires you to compromise. That was one of the biggest things that we had. Ooh, bless me, y'all. Sorry.
You good?
Yes. Y'all, my allergies, they trying to take a sister out. They don't want to let me be great. They flared up my asthma, but we gonna survive. So, anywho, with that being said, you just have to do whatever it is that will solidify your love.
Yes.
And by any means, that is healthy. Okay? By any means that is healthy to ensure that... What are you singing?
This is a song by, I forgot who it was by, but it has nothing to do with this. It's talking about hustling and getting money by any means. So, but the any means was in the hook.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. I think it's because he has a Tupac shirt on.
Oh, no, it was just by any means. That was like the main part of the hook, and you saying by any means, it made me...
All right,
Let's go on to the topic.
Keep going. We're gonna move on. Sorry, you guys. You good, babe?
I'm great. I'm
All
excellent.
Right. You ready?
Yeah. You ain't never heard that song?
I have not.
I think it's Kendrick Lamar and Schoolboy Q. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. But
all right. So, okay. So we just try very hard to put action behind the word love. I thought I did good at that until I got into this relationship and realized that I wasn't the best at putting the action behind the word love. Chris has been amazing with that from 8th grade, even as friends, all the way to our marriage. And so he was able to teach me what that meant and how to put actions behind the word love and to, be able to express it in a healthy way. Chris he set that tone and that bar very high from the beginning of our friendship all the way into our relationship and our marriage. And he has kept that bar high no matter what. And so it has allowed me, to do the same. One of the things I said to Chris when we first started dating, I was like, show me the king in you and I'll show you the queen in me. And so together we have done it. We have rised up and continue to show each other the king and queen in each other so that we know that we are giving each other a kingdom of love. So, it has been important for us to do that. So, babe, what would you say is important or, some ways to ensure to know that love is being received and given or just, received overall? Like, how would you say, what would you say about that?
Learn that person's love language. And remember, love is a verb, as John Mayer said in his song.
That's what we're doing today?
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
I mean, the song makes sense.
Okay.
Love is a verb.
Yeah.
You gotta show me. But
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, just put actions behind your words. If you tell a person you love them, show that person that you love them. And if you don't know how to, ask that person how do they want to be loved.
Yeah.
Because that was the one thing, like, me and you, when it came to that,
yeah,
we was trying to love each other the way we wanted to be loved.
Yeah.
And that's where things started falling apart. It wasn't until we got to the point to where you knew exactly how I wanted to be loved. I knew exactly how you wanted to be loved.
But how did we get to that point? We had to communicate.
Yeah, we have to communicate.
We had to have those tough conversations.
The main thing is going to always be communication.
Yep.
Because you're not going to know, like in the previous one, you're not going to know how that person is feeling or what that person is going through. They may be feeling a certain type of way and they need compassion from you. They may not need you to talk to them about it. They may just need you to hold them.
That comfort.
Yeah, they may not want to. Well, what I meant to say is they may want to talk about it and they don't want to be touched. You just have to communicate with them and tell them exactly how you want to be hugged and how you want to be loved. I mean,
how you want to be hugged and loved.
I mean, you want to be hugged and loved. So.
So I definitely agree with that, babe. I think that it's very important to get out and put it on the table, put everything on the table. I often say it's unfair for you to hold someone accountable for something they don't know. So if you don't put it on the table, if you don't have those conversations and you're just assuming that that person understands and can feel it in your heart and your mind and your thoughts, and by the way you look at them, then you're going to be disappointed in the intentional or the unintentional or the letdown when you don't receive the energy that you're looking for.
Exactly.
So you definitely have to put it on the table. And sometimes it's going to be difficult, you know. Sometimes it's going to be a tough conversation. Sometimes it actually might get a little more escalated before it dies down. But the goal is to hear each other. The goal is to listen. And the goal is to hopefully get to a place to where you resolve that. And now you know better, so you do better.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about, you know, feeling like you were unheard or that you got to continuously talk about this, you know.
And sometimes you're going to have to keep stressing the point. Do you want to talk about it? Are you okay? If they keep saying no, come back 5 minutes later. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? No? Okay, come back another 10 minutes later. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about it? No? Come back another 20 minutes later. Are you sure you're okay? Well, this is just what I...
Wow.
What? I'm just...
Sometimes you got to get your thoughts together. Us right, ladies? Sometimes we got to get our thoughts together before we ready to just talk about it.
We ain't got to get thoughts together.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes it just comes out bad and you say things without saying it with love, and now you got to retract that and work on that, and now we got to put that into what we were already dealing with. So sometimes, ladies, we just like...
Did I hit a sore spot?
We just like to get our thoughts together before we talk about it. But the fact is that you talk about it.
You mad?
I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
All right.
Anywho, moving on.
Love you.
Love you too. I told you I ain't gonna work all the time.
As long as it works the majority of the time.
All right, you guys. So, that's how you feel? Okay.
Okay, never mind. All right, I'm done.
So,
serious face, serious.
Seriously?
This shirt make me feel like I got a bra on. It's so tight, man.
Why are you stretching it? That ain't gonna make a difference.
To make it loose, you know?
To make it loose? Oh, you know they gonna talk about you?
I don't give a damn. It's my comfort. This is where all right, I'm good now.
Ooh, y'all. Okay.
I'm stretching and trying to get it to work all day.
So, babe, you know,
I'm wearing it the rest of this day, though, for sure.
Okay. All right, do you.
All right. I am going to do me.
All right, you guys, so...
You do you, boo-boo.
Cause I'm gonna be. Okay, anywho. Okay, babe.
Oh, God, it's hot.
Trying to talk about something.
All right, talk.
Talk to the people. All right, y'all.
People.
Okay. So, you have to decide and set the bar on how you want to do love in your relationship in a healthy manner. And it has to be equal in both of you putting the work in. Because that will build the foundation. That will help you and prepare you to weather storms. Mm-hmm. You know, when you have those conversations, you deal with things. When something else comes along, it'll be easier to talk about it and deal with it because you chose to deal with it initially and have those conversations initially. You know, understanding how to love each other is very, very important. Be creative in how you decide to communicate with each other and what works for you guys. What works for us works for us, but be creative in what you choose to do to communicate with each other, to get love across and put the action behind it. You know, I love the gifts, I love the attention, I love the affection, but may not be your thing. You might just want some quality time or just to sit down and be in each other's presence. So figure out what it is that works for you and yours. That way you guys can break these, you know, stereotypes that surround us saying we don't know how to do love. Because clearly we do, and clearly we can get it right on our own. So that will also help you weather any nuances that can come. I hate when he mocks me. That can help you weather any nuances that, you know, come your way, and help you, you know, effectively communicate when those nuances come your way. And, you know, you have to deal with them. So go ahead, babe, and tell the people in this situation. So I'm going to ask you, you know, what would be something you wish I knew, or something that you feel we deal with and has caused a petty, it still causes petty, you know, bumping of the heads, or
I can tell you right now,
conversations that, you know, you wish I knew or understood, or whatever the case can be.
it's simple too.
It's simple.
Yes.
It could all be so simple.
Yes, it could.
Okay, well, what is it? Tell us.
We don't have to eat the same food every night.
So
we can eat something different. When I say we can eat something different, you can have whatever you want to eat that night, and I can have whatever I want to eat this night. We don't have to both go to an Italian restaurant. We don't have to both go to get barbecue. Especially if we're coming back to the house.
So you're saying when we ain't going on a date and going to a restaurant or whatever, and we're just hungry, like we said, babe, what we're going to eat tonight? And you might want Whataburger,
yes,
and I might want a barbecue baked potato.
Exactly.
You're saying it's okay to eat separately.
No, not eat separately.
Eat separately is
No. I'm talking about I get what I like.
And I get what I like.
You get what you like, and we come back and we eat it together. So you
guys, that used to irk my nerves that he wanted to do that. I could not wrap my head around. Like, to me, that's crazy. We eating together. Why can't we eat the food? Now, granted, when I cook dinner, he cooks dinner, we eat that together. And yes, if we're going to a restaurant, we eat together. But it'll be random. Like now, if we say we're hungry, and I'm like, babe, let's go get, you know, a pizza. And he like, well, I want a sandwich. And I'm like, okay. And he like, well, I want my sandwich from here. I want a Philly cheesesteak or something. And I'm
exactly.
Like, but I want to get pizza. And why we got to go two different places? Like, I could...
You know what? Just get your pizza, and I'm going to get my Philly cheese.
Well, now I appreciate that. But can I tell y'all the petty arguments that would come out of that? Never mind, I'm not hungry, I don't want to eat, that would come out of that. And Chris would still go get his food. And he'd be like, you said you wasn't hungry.
And I will enjoy it.
And then that would cause a whole nother, you know, situation. So, like, when I tell you that, you guys, it literally had to get to a point to where I was okay with it. Like, that made sense to me. Now I think it drives them crazy because I'd be like, babe, I want this and this. And you can get whatever you want. He'd be like, okay, all right, here we go.
I don't care as long as you text it and tell me exactly what you want.
Oh, so that's also the add to his. If Chris be like, what you want, text it to him exactly how you want it, and he get there before you text it to him, you might as well be prepared for him to be mad, because he gonna be mad about it.
Because
it don't matter who it is. It could be me or anybody. Like, if y'all don't text him your order and what you want.
If you want it a certain way,
yeah,
I'm not gonna remember that.
Which is terrible, because I know exactly how he likes his food, what he wants on his food, where he want it from, how he want it done. But he can't remember how I want my burger.
But you want your stuff different from different places.
That's fine.
How am I going to remember all of that?
Nipsey said, learn your woman.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Learn how I want my burgers from different places.
You know how many different burger places there are in the world?
It don't matter.
You don't want your burger the same all the time.
I surely don't.
Just today, you said you didn't want lettuce.
I did.
You didn't want lettuce.
Which is what I normally want.
You normally want lettuce, ketchup, and onions.
And pickles.
Oh, and your pickles. Extra pickles at certain restaurants.
That's right. Well, it seems like you know, so what's the issue?
If I would have came home with lettuce on the hamburger, you would have been mad. But you see, did you not get your order right?
Did.
Because you did what?
Texted to him before he left.
All right. And I got my double cheeseburger.
We have now gotten to a point.
From the same place.
That's true. We did eat from the same place today.
Exactly.
But we have gotten to a place where we appreciate that. At first, we didn't appreciate that.
I know I may come off like I'm still hurt a little bit.
I used to take him through with this. Like he would be hesitant to ask me what we want to eat. He was like, "You hungry? What you?"
Got to the point where I'll just get food. For
He would. He'd be like, "I'm gonna stop at Golden Chick." I'd be like, "I don't want that. I'm stopping at Golden Chick." Or he would be like, "I picked us up Golden Chick. I'm almost home." I'd be like, "Dang, I didn't even get to say what I wanted."
No, you didn't. Because if that was the case, I'll be going all the way on the other side of town to get you what you want.
But he said we can get what we want from where we want.
You can't get what you want. Just not let it be an inconvenience all the time.
Everything got stipulations.
Oh, because I'm coming from work. There's a Golden Chick. You know what's on my way home from work. There's a Golden Chick. There's a Chicken Express. There's a McDonald's.
So you can't go up on MacArthur, exit up, and go to Chipotle?
That's going past the house.
No, it's not. You can go to the one up on MacArthur before you get to the house.
But that's not the straight shot to the house.
I'm just saying.
Ooh, okay. Same question. What is it? What's something that irritates you about me?
That I wish you knew.
That you wish I knew.
That caused issues. Let's see. Y'all. Chris asked a lot of questions.
No, I don't ask a lot of questions. I ask relevant questions.
And I don't like to be questioned. I don't like to feel like I'm being questioned. Like, 1 or 2 questions is fair, you know, like ask me 1 or 2 questions and you should have, but like Chris I'll give you an example. What you doing? Oh, well, what's a good way to give an example? Okay, so you can be like
yeah, you say, I ask you what you doing.
Yeah, ask me what you're doing. And I can say what I'm doing. Well, why you doing that? I can say why I'm doing that. Well, how long you plan on doing it? I can say how long I plan on doing that. Well, what made you do that today? I can say what made me do that today. And have you ever done that before? I can say how I've done it before. Well, what happened when you did that thing? Like, he will just stay with the questions, I will feel like I am being, what's the word when you get in the police asking you questions?
You're interrogated?
Yeah, I would feel like I'm being interrogated. And I had to realize quick that Chris didn't know I ain't like, my mama don't even question me like that. And so I had to realize quick that Chris likes to ask questions, for one. He likes to have a clear understanding of what's going on. And then I also had to realize that he didn't know I didn't like questions like that. And so he would be like, am I bothering you? What's wrong? And I'd be highly irritated, like, dang, here we go with these questions again. And so I would get to where I would try to answer all the questions before he would ask the questions, and he would still have questions. And so finally one day, because he got tired of me being irritated when he would ask me a lot of questions, because he don't do it all the time. It's just whenever he do it, you going to get a lot of questions. And so I had to ask him one day, I said, babe, why you ask so many questions?
I like to understand the situation and why you do the things you do.
His mama said he's asked questions since he's a little boy. That's his thing. He asks questions, and he don't mean no harm, no foul by it. He just like to ask questions.
You gotta think
and he
about
want
it.
to answer.
You gotta think about it. If you say, let's go to the store, let's go buy such and such, and then I see you buy something else, well, why are you getting this?
Why does that matter? Maybe I just want it for right now.
I understand.
Maybe I didn't realize I wanted some oatmeal cream pies, and oh dang, let me grab me some oatmeal cream pies. Why you gotta say?
Because we're on a diet. Is that?
Okay, and that is okay.
Is that part of a diet? Is that part of the diet?
I can pick up a different water. Why you want that water? That water more expensive.
What's the difference between that water and this water?
Why does it matter?
But you explain your case. That's what. Remember, we had that problem with the water.
We did.
I was like, you can get 48 pack right here for less than the price of a 24 pack.
That's true, but I like the same brand of water.
You
All
said
water don't taste the same.
You explained it to me.
Yeah.
And then what? Now what do we do?
We get the water I like. But so I've had to learn that his questions to him,
they're valid.
They help him understand what's going on. And so I've had to channel that as a positive thing and not channel it as him just questioning me or me feeling like he should know the answer to this question, or that shouldn't even be a question, like, why does it matter? So questions are important to Christopher, and he has in return channeled not asking so many questions.
I have it.
And he, only if he needs to, or only if it's something we really getting into, he'll ask a lot of questions. But now I would say over time, because we've been with each other so long now, and now living together and experiencing life together, we know certain things and we've already crossed certain bridges. So the questions have lessened, but Chris will still get into a whole question marathon, and I'll be like, it's okay.
Because if you never ask a question, you never know. You'll never know the type of answer you're going to get. You'll never know what's...
Is it a such thing as too many questions?
No, it's not.
How can you say that?
Because...
So you feel like there is not too many questions?
If you don't ask enough questions, you'll never know.
But you can know. You could have gotten the answer and still just be asking pointless questions.
No, I don't ask pointless questions. They may be pointless to you, but it gives me all the knowledge I need to take care of you and handle the situation correctly.
Stand on asking your questions, baby. Go ahead. And I'll stand on wanting to eat the same place sometimes and not eat separately.
Oh, that just don't make sense. It don't. It don't. I can have fried fish.
That's fine. Every day of the week, though?
No, I'm just saying I can have fried fish.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your baked potato. You can have your Red Claws. No, Red Claws. We got to do that.
We're gonna eat Red Claws
We
together?
got to eat that together.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, we don't have to have the same thing
all the time.
All the time.
That's fine. He created that monster, so now when I don't want the same thing all the time, and he don't want to drive and exit up.
That's why you got a car as well.
That's if you on your way home and you are already.
No. We're talking about home together. If we decide we want to,
together, but we could go.
We'll go get it.
Chris, I drive us everywhere anyway.
But the thing about it is, if we want to get to where we're going, if we want to get our food,
anyway.
I'm just saying, we want to get our food.
I take you all the way to Fort Worth.
But I'm saying, if we want to get our food and come back home.
Somebody let the camera die. We was really getting into it there for you guys, and the camera went out. So I guess I need to ask questions to make sure he got all his batteries charged.
All the batteries were charged.
So I guess I need to, ask questions to make him remember, that we might be losing battery life so that we don't die when we're having such a good conversation. Would you appreciate those type of questions and concerns?
Yes.
Well, we're back, you guys. Sorry for that brief interruption.
I'm not editing that either. We're just going to let it run.
We are. So this is us literally dying of a camera and coming back and just going to get back to where we were, because who has time to edit things like that? So this is a trial and error and lessons are learned. We will do better.
If you're listening just audio alone, you didn't miss anything. It didn't mess up.
No.
The battery literally died.
The camera died. And I was like, babe, look. So we're back. All right, you guys, we're back and we're actually getting ready to wrap everything up. So.
Was that it?
No, it's not it.
You said wrap everything up.
We are getting ready to wrap everything up.
When you say wrap everything up, that means.
Yeah, we're coming to a close.
Hey, see, now if I'm asking a question as opposed to what should we be doing, you said we're coming to a close. Does
so
that mean we're coming?
Okay. Share with us, what are some things you wish your spouse knew or...
Huh?
I know you playing. He play all day, y'all. So what are some things you wish your spouse knew or that, you had to share with your spouse to understand, for them to understand where your levels of frustration was coming from? Like, what are some nuances you guys had to share and deal with each other to get past and now are in a healthy place with dealing with each other? Because they don't go away, right? His questions did go away. Me wanting to eat together didn't go away, but now we're in a healthy place where we deal with it better than we initially did when we weren't communicating about it. I feel like our kid gonna ask questions just like they daddy.
Because
and then I would be in the house with too many people asking me questions.
With all the stuff that's going on in the world, would you not want to ask questions?
That's fair.
Like what happens if you
should come to an end at some point.
I'm just saying, like, what happens if you end up getting your brakes clipped on your car while you're driving?
Why are you being so extreme?
I'm just saying, like, you need to ask questions. You'll never know what's gonna happen.
What?
Exactly. I'm just saying. Ask questions.
What does that have to do with breaks getting cut?
That means, well, if that happens, I didn't mean to say cut. I meant to say like if you were, just like when we took your car into the shop. We asked questions, did we not?
You asked questions, and it resulted in us
getting a refund.
That's
you getting a refund.
Yeah.
Us getting free oil changes.
Yeah.
And us finding out that we could have did the whole thing.
I feel like I'm losing, and I don't want to lose. So let's just move on.
Also, when it gets to you and it gets serious,
it's not serious.
Me asking questions is what got you. Was it $200 some back?
But look how mean you was about it.
I wasn't mean. I asked him questions.
He was firm like red.
I was firm.
Firm like red off that 70 show.
I was firm, and I asked him. I went in there and I asked him questions.
That man was so scared, y'all. He was fumbling through the papers trying to figure out how to give Chris an answer.
All you have to do is answer the question.
Yes, so I answer questions around these parts to keep the peace, because if I don't, then it ain't no peace. And then if it's just too many questions, I can literally say, babe, that's a lot of questions.
And I'll stop.
And he'll stop. So that's fair.
Then I'll just Google the answer.
He will. He'll bring it back with, well, I looked up, and then here we go again. And then if I would have just answered, anywho. So.
You see?
Excuse me, let's just move on from that.
Yeah.
So, share with us some ways that you broke the barriers around millennial love, or just being told that you don't know how to do love, or your love is this, your love is that. So tell us.
That was just one thing, and we spent all that time.
That's true. Cause that's how serious things can be, right? Like, that's why I said you gotta take time to talk, because when you talk, you guys, and communicate, you'll look up at hours that went by. You really been to discuss some things.
Just wait till that questions episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do a questions episode for you guys.
You probably have to make that a 2-part.
We ain't decided how we're gonna do it in detail. We're not gonna share the questions with each other.
Okay.
We're gonna be completely blindsided with questions.
We're gonna answer the questions,
and we're gonna answer them on camera. So that's gonna be completely interesting. Be looking out for that. That's why you gotta subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Y'all like how I did that, so that you cannot miss that video, because it's gonna be fire. All right, you guys. So let me look at my pad and see if I missed anything.
What else is on the docket?
Let's see. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button.
Yes.
Y'all, I ain't turned this on, and we're gonna move on. So,
she has a lot of electronics that she doesn't use I bought for her.
Our house is full of electronics.
Yeah.
We are a family of electronics.
Just like the TV that you said I didn't need.
Y'all, this TV is amazing. For anybody who ever been to our house, I was against Chris getting this big old TV. And I love this TV. It shows all my YouTube tutorials so big and so pretty and so clear in 4K.
Well, she has a touchscreen 27-inch computer in her salon.
I love it. I got everything logged in under me, so nothing his. It's perfect. He knew what he was doing when he got the TV.
No, I did not.
He wanted me to like it.
I wanted to watch movies.
We watch movies.
In 4K.
We watch movies in 4K.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys.
You watch
YouTube.
Yeah. Right.
And music videos.
All right, what's next on the docket?
And my reality shows.
What's next on What's next on the docket?
So you guys, we're going to move on and pretty much just wrap it up. I'm looking through everything, you guys. We pretty much talked about it. So again, it's to the point to where I want you to share with us. Share with us your feedback. Share with us, the way you guys have broke your love barriers, and where you got into a healthy place with your love. Share with us some things you had to, talk about and deal with that caused arguments or tension that, could easily be resolved with communication. And just give us that feedback. The song we shared today is Unconditional Love by Tupac. A link for it will be in the description box as always, and you'll be able to follow that link and go listen to it, check it out. If you have a song you want us to feature that you feel we should listen to, send it to us. We'll definitely check it out. And if we vibe with it, we'll feature it in the video and we'll shout you out.
Where you want them to send it in the Lovely Conversation?
That you can send it to us on all our social media. So we have Facebook and Instagram, so you can message us or DM us your feedback and your questions. You can also email us. Our email is also in the description box. It's our personal email for our YouTube that'll come directly to us. I'm very responsive. Chris is very responsive, so we'll be always sure to respond to you.
It's Lovely Conversations on all platforms.
Yes, and that's love, LOVE, capital LEE for loveLEE, and then conversations with an S. And so you will always be able to find us on all platforms as so. Be sure you guys to subscribe. You liking the content we give you, subscribe, turn on the notification bells so you don't miss anything. Again, we just want all that feedback. Because this is a conversation type channel, the feedback you give us and the questions you ask us or the things and topics you give us allows us to bring you what you're asking for.
Because we want to have a conversation with you too.
Boom. Boom. And again, we don't mind being transparent. We don't mind covering things that are sticky. We don't mind covering things that... I'm going to pick a new word. I am.
No, that sticks.
No, we're going to pick a new word. If that's how you're going to behave every time I say sticky.
I'm done.
You done?
That sticks.
Okay, so...
It's going to stick.
Just give us all feedback, you guys. We want it all. That way we can continue to give you these lovely conversations. So, with that being said, you guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to us. Hopefully you were able to pick something up and use it. If not, share it. Somebody else can pick it up and use it. With that being said, thank you for joining this lovely conversation. And we will see you next time.
I got to change the shirt.
Yes. Bye, guys.
Bye.